Sammy Browns, and I'm with Monty Neysmith, the legendary Monty Neysmith from Pyramids-Symarip. And we're going to have a little walk around the video, and he's going to tell us all about this venue.
Okay. Well, where you want to start? It's a beautiful stage. This jockey has two nice turntables. Real turntables.
And who is Sally Brown?
You're going to tell me.
Sally Brown is a girl in town.
Oh, that's
And who sang that song?
Yes, Laura Lakin, of course. The man Laura Lakin over there. The godfather of ska. Don't forget, guys, tonight it's a very exclusive show. It's only 150 people, and they're paying through their teeth for it. Tickets cost £50 per. So it's all sold out, just 150 people. So we're going to get real personal. Lovely flooring, wood flooring. Back in the days at the Mecca's ballroom, they had wood floorings like this, and they banned Symarip from playing there because the skinheads used to break up the floor. Not intentionally, by just stomping. So
Got banned from dancing.
maybe we're going to get banned from here. I'm certain we're going to have some stomping tonight.
And tell us about the Laura Lakin connection to Symarip.
Well, Laurel is like our mentor. He was the first one that, let's use the word discover. We were the bees at the time. And Laurel, we just somehow magically came together. We started doing shows for him and with him. Then we moved to the studio, started doing songs and in the studio, and he wrote our first song, Jesse James Rides Again, which was a kind of minor hit. It was on Columbia Blue Beat and also on the normal Blue Beat, which was the top label in England at the time, Blue Beat label.
And what sort of time was that? What year was that, do you remember?
My Alzheimer's is not that bad yet. It was 1966.
Wow.
Long time ago.
Year England won the World Cup in fact.
Yes. To be honest, I just come to England, so I wasn't an English fan as yet.
Right.
And my team was Brazil.
Okay.
And I was angry with Novi Stars until this day for hurting Pele. People who have seen the old one will remember Novi Stars' duty was to take out Pele, which he did. Pele limped off.
Really?
So after that, I was happy that England won. You know, and I'm looking forward to when they win again.
Yeah. So let's walk around a little bit and let's have a little look at this venue. And this venue is put together by a lad called Steve, and this is his own little bar here. And it's the Ska Centre of Bradford. And the people from all over Yorkshire and everybody come here. So it's a really good venue for all the bands that are coming up to come and play here. Like I say, it's a very small, intimate little place, but it's got with a lot of passion here. And you can see all the posters and stuff.
Yeah, I can see on the wall.
See, who have we got on this wall? Let's have a look at this wall. What we got here?
Bob Marley.
And this is another person that you work with, Monty.
Yeah,
Tell us
Prince
about this.
Buster.
Tell us about this chap.
Well, Prince Buster to me is it's my artist, because when I was going to high school, I used to sneak out to go to Prince Buster's dances. You know, we weren't allowed, to go to those dances. We were allowed to go to the proper parties. But I went to all the Prince Buster's dances, what they had in Grand Spend Road, Shortwood. And we had a chance, through Lord Aiken, to meet Prince Buster in early 1966, 67. And we backed him on a US tour, which was very successful. It started off as 3 weeks, and it lasted about, I want to say about 7 weeks. And we learned a lot from Prince Buster. It was a pleasure touring with him. Every venue was packed out. Every single venue.
Yeah, apart from when he got beat up by his
his
wind up.
That part, his bouncer, his bodyguard. But that's just part of the. We were going down better than Prince Buster, and he didn't like that. Not Prince Buster himself, but the bodyguard. Big Roy was his name. But that gave us such a boost, because after the tour, this big agency, which I know you still have, Brown Agency, signed us exclusively. And we were working like, as a matter of fact, I'll just tell you the short story. The band almost broke up because we had gigs like 7 nights a week. And we started arguing, no, we don't want to play 7 nights a week. Some say 6 wouldn't be bad, some say 5 would be ideal. But we're getting to work, so some of us said, 7, take it when you get ready. You'll never know what happened down the road. But thank you, Prince Buster. You did a lot for us. He had come up with a Jamaican legend via Trinidad, Lynn Tate, right? And Lynn Tate had a new guitar style, you know, and he taught our guitars all that. And man, that really enabled us to continue, and we're in demand, studio work and things like that. So, thank you, Prince Buster.
And I can tell you a little story here. This girl here, Rhoda Dakar, the first two-tone gig I ever went to was Rhoda Dakar with the Body Snatchers and Bad Manners on a two-tone tour in '79, I think it was.
Yeah.
So that was my virginity broken for a ska reggae event, and I was about 14 at the time. It was the most exciting day of my life. And so the two-tone bands were my doorway into your music.
Right.
Because although I knew some of it, I didn't really make the connection because I was in a punk. Two-tone came along and that was the doorway that opened back in. So all these artists, Pauline Black, the Beat up there, the Specials. And my first ever Lambretta I had was a TV200, which looks similar to that. I don't know if that is or not. And let's have a look along these pictures. These 3 guys were some of my best friends at school. Neil Ross, Tyrus Turner, and Robert Alcorn.
I thought that was you, you know.
Yeah. This was taken by a friend of mine, Gavin Watson, and he took loads of pictures of us growing up. And this was one of his early pictures. Tyrus was his little brother's best mate, and he went to America. And the reason he's dressed like that is because he moved to Chicago, and he was coming back on a visit. So these are like American clothing he's wearing, and he just popped round as like this surprise visit because he was in that transition of moving over there. And his mum had brought him back, and he told me that the first day when he woke up in Chicago, there was a body on his doorstep with his hands and feet cut off. Yeah, and that's the day he told us that story. And we were going, what the fuck are you moving to America for? His mum, for some reason, moved him over there.
Yeah.
And Neil Ross. Me and him nicked the school bus one time.
Ooh.
Yeah, we nicked the bus. We got in the bus through the skylight, and I said, let's start the bus, and we're messing around. Press this button, and it started, and it reversed and knocked this big wall over. Seriously, knocked the wall over. And my idea was to drive around the school runs, not Neil. He put his foot forward, straight forward. Big iron gates, knocked the gates down. The bus went down the hill, and me and my other mate Richard jumped out of the van, and he drove.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
When you got out of prison, what was the next step?
We didn't get caught. The thing was Rossi, right? He's driving the bus. Me and my other mate jumped out, and he's gone down the hill and up through the estate where I lived, smashing all these parked cars up, right? Me and my mate are running up the woods behind, and we get to my house, and we had I lived in like this terrace council house, right, with an alley that went through it. So me and my mate come running through the alley. There's police everywhere, all the neighbours out. And there was these little these twins, I'll never forget these twins telling the police my name. I could hear them going, Symond Lawes, Symond Lawes. And I went up to this cop, I said, nothing to do with me. Arrested me straight away, took me down to the police station. I denied all knowledge of it. And then me and my mate Richard, we escaped and we ran away to France. And we were about 16, I don't know, 15 years old, so we ran away to France. We got over to France, so I bunked our way in on the ferry, the lot got there. And we had no money. We thought we were like proper, like criminals on the run. So we lasted about 3 days in France, and then went home. And we got back on, right, we came through, and we was expecting police, like snipers on the roof and that for us. Wolford, not a mention, nothing. Got back to Wickham, and Rossi had handed himself into the police because they'd arrested him as well, although he wasn't there because they thought it was him. But no, Rossi gave himself in, and then we got him off because we said he was schizophrenic and then he'd been sniffing glue and all sorts of stuff. So he ended up with a £10 fine, although he did go to Borstal Lake for something else. But yeah, that's my mates. That's my old estate, Micklefield there. So mad that picture's printed up. Yeah, but there you go. Our history together. Yeah. Well, Noah, our keyboard player, she played on that show, the Rhoda show. She plays with Rhoda Decker.
Yeah, I love her, man.
Yeah, she's
great.
Really nice. Really nice woman, very calm and relaxed.
Love her. Yeah. You hear that, Rhoda? I love you.
He says that to all the girls. Do a Charlie silhouette.
Nice one, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.